Hi Earth signs, how are you? Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and Manifestation video reading. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm doing private readings again, so if you're interested in a private reading, you can click on the link below and get that scheduled. I'm a couple days behind on those because I needed to get my May monthly love readings out and then also these weekly, so a couple days behind on those, but only like 1 or 2 days. Secondly, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck again. It's really starting to grow on me. And thirdly, thank you so much for those of you who put the timestamps in. It's really helpful because it's very time consuming for me to do that. So I really appreciate it. So thank you. So for those of you who are, I'm doing them in these in order. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Taurus. All right, what are the messages and advice and guidance for Taurus this week of April 23rd in terms of what they want to manifest into their life and attract into their life in terms of health, wealth, love, spiritual, physical well-being? What are the messages and guidance for Tauruses this week of April 23rd? All right, this is what is, what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, and then additional advice to consider. Well, Taurus, what is the Emperor. So massive action, massive planning, massive energy, massive optimism. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever you want to do this week, whatever goals you're setting this week, make them big, put the effort in. Now, you may be a little gun shy, I shouldn't say that word, but you may be a little hesitant because maybe you're feeling that these things that you're setting out to accomplish might be a little too, like taking too big of a bite. So there's a little hesitation there on 2 counts. What you want is the Hanged Man. So you want to pause. This is what you're thinking. I have this goal or this big project that I'm in charge of. Whatever it is. Even if it's like planning a family trip or a big project at work. I have this big thing I need to do, but crap. Did I take on more than I can handle? And this is you actually, Taurus, chilling for a minute and thinking and like releasing this energy saying, can I get some sign or some assurance that I can actually handle this? So if you do that, Taurus, you want to do this. So if you do, just make sure that that pause is for a short period of time. Your focus is the 4 of Cups. So this pause may be because this is something that you're not sure if you're really that excited about. It may be something that was handed to you that you don't know if you actually really want, but you can see yourself getting psyched up for it. But you're still trying to figure out if it's the right direction. You really are, because this focus is taking you to the Ace of Wands reverse. So this is the card of passion. So you're like, am I really the person for this? I can choose to be passionate about it. I can choose to put the energy in. I can choose to set the big goal. Yeah, but is it really what I want? And it's this is funny. I don't know how I'm going to finish this reading because the advice is saying to walk away. And then the additional advice to consider, who's looking right at the card of passion, and he's like, duh. Look at his face. I'm not trying to make this a humorous reading, but he's like, duh. it's like the advice is saying walk away, and then something additional to consider is okay. King of Wands. Fiery energy. Fiery energies, and I always talk about the optimism that they have, because they really do. They see positivity in everything. And honestly, if there's any sort of scenario at all, ever, where not everybody involved is going to have a win-win situation, win-win outcome, and everybody doesn't get everybody isn't better off in the end, they don't want to have anything to do with it. Fiery signs are not sneaky, and I'm not saying that other signs are, but I'm saying that that's what all this optimism speaks to in all of these fire cards. These blooming, it's like growing for working, building, watering, planting. You don't even plant something if you don't want to have a beautiful bloom at the end of it. You're going to take care of it. You're putting the work in, but you're not going to put any work in unless this goal is to have this beautiful flower at the end of this whatever. So I know I always talk about that, and I'm not favoritizing fire signs at all, but I'm saying that if there's even a small chance that somebody's going to be worse off in a scenario, they won't be involved. They don't want to hurt people. They don't want to take advantage of people. They only look for positive outcomes. So he's here for a very important reason in this reading for you, Taurus, because this is something else to consider. And as you're walking away, be proud that you're walking away and allowing this to set in, because it probably was not the best for everybody. And it could be just that it wasn't the best for you. It wasn't going to be a good outcome for you. It was going to stress you out. It was going to take too much work. And it was going to be something that you weren't passionate about. And where this focus is taking you, this card of apathy, it's your focus. Focusing on passion, you're saying to yourself, this is not a part of my threads. It's not who I am. And while it may be a very positive endeavor, it's no. Like, I can't identify with it. I don't want it. And the second you say that, you will feel proud of it, of who you are. And this is weird, because this is supposed to be a law of attraction reading, and what you want to manifest and how to get to your goals this week type of reading. But I think that you are starting something that you're really not sure of. And when you think, the more you think about it this week, Taurus, the more you're going to say, nope, 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 nope. Leave your comments below on that. I'm really interested in what this is for you, or if this rings true, because it's pretty clear to me. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Taurus. Let's move on. Virgos. Whoops. Virgos. Hi, Virgos. How are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Let's give these a very good shuffle. All right, Virgos, what are the messages and advice and guidance for Virgos this week of April 23rd in terms of what they want to manifest and attract into their life? In life, love, spiritual, physical well-being, emotional well-being. What are the messages and advice and guidance for Virgos in terms of what they want to manifest and attract into their life this week. I'm going to take that. Okay, this is what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, something additional to consider. Hold on one second. Okay. What is the Nine of Pentacles, Virgos. So you are enjoying where you are in your life right now. You're comfortable, you have freedom, you're proud of yourself. Even if you're in a relationship, again, this doesn't have to be a love relationship, a love reading, okay? So, excuse me, you're enjoying where you're going. You're enjoying your path, you're enjoying the journey. There's comfort, there's material abundance also. So there's this freedom. That's what the bird is in all of the Nine of Pentacles cards. That bird is, I am comfortable with my finances and my surroundings, and it offers me freedom and it offers me choices. What you want is the Eight of Cups. So you want to walk away from something. You want to leave some sort of emotional state behind. And this focus is telling you that it might be time to start making that decision because you want to. And actually, if you haven't watched your May love reading yet, Virgos, be sure to watch that because you had a really rough run, and this was actually a very, very, very good positive reading. So that's what's happening here, is you're coming out of that emotional state and kind of as if like the bad luck is kind of turning around, the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favor, and so you're feeling good. You might not be fully ready, or you know you need to really let something go. You're there mentally, you're saying it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. And then your focus is, it's really time. It is time. Let it go. It's time to choose me. And it's time to choose to let this go. Now this advice is taking you to a place of strength. This is beautiful, Virgos, because you've needed this. It's been really, you really have had month after month after month. All my poor Virgo videos have not been great. And so this last one was beautiful and it was very positive and uplifting. And so you're here. This reading speaks to it. As you move into May, you're there. Strength. Deciding to choose, deciding to walk away because you're finally feeling really good is giving you all of this type of strength. You're loving it. Now, advice, Ace of Wands reversed. So the advice is it sits right under this. Eight of Cups too. So realize that you're letting the passion go. Let it go. Because passion is beautiful, but it is not end all be all. It comes again. So whatever this emotional thing that is that you're choosing to leave behind, it could even just be an emotional state. I'm choosing to leave the emotional state behind and be true to who I am and be comfortable in my own power. It could just be that. I'm not saying you're leaving relationships. So this advice is to let go of the passion behind it and start living more for yourself, building yourself up, not letting emotions run the show. And then something additional to consider is Seven of Cups reversed. So narrowing down choices. Maybe stop trying to... It's as if you were trying so hard with love and trying so hard to find the right option. And it just was like one one after the other. It just wasn't going well. It wasn't what you wanted. There was good options, but they didn't treat you right. And, you know, you're looking for that passion, but it's not there. And so stop focusing on that. Stop focusing on all the emotions and just take care of you. Just take care of you. And when you do that, Virgos, when you pull that energy in towards yourself, it starts spinning in yourself at your own, it raises your own frequencies. And then you start emitting a higher frequency, and it's almost as if this vacuum effect occurs, and then all of a sudden, boom, the right thing happens at the right time. So let go of this effort. Let go of this sadness about the effort. Just let it go. You're ready to. And take care of yourself. All right. Thank you, Virgos. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Let's move on to Capricorns, who are the kings of building. Slowly building one step at a time. Building greatness one step at a time. All right. Hi, Capricorns. How are you? Shooting Stars Tarot. Let's get started. What are the advice and messages and guidance for Capricorns this week of April 23rd? In terms of what they want to build and attract and manifest into their life this week. In life, love, emotional, spiritual, physical well-being. What are the messages for Capricorns? What are the messages for Capricorns this week? All right, Capricorns, this is what is, what you want, your focus, where this focus is taking you, advice. This is shown up for every single one. I think every single reading has had this. And something additional to consider. What is Capricorns is the Emperor. This is the card of Aries. So this speaks to something that is big, something that has a lot of potential, something that takes a lot of effort, and something to be proud of. Now, what you want is the Devil. You're wanting this can be a carnal card, so this could be some sort of love reading for you. Doesn't have to be, but you could be very interested in a fire sign, particularly potentially an Aries. You could feel very drawn to somebody that has power and has reached high levels of success in their life, and someone that is very self-assured. So you could feel there's intense connection there with something in your life. You could also be drawn to trying to create that power within yourself. Now, what's interesting is your focus is the moon reversed. So there could be a scenario where there is some secrecy and lies. It could also mean that it's a scenario, what you're trying to manifest this week is something that may be carnal, but not emotional. And I try to not get sexual with my readings, so I know what that was sounding like. That's where I was going with it, but I try to not make it about sex, because I try to focus on love, and it's definitely a part of it, but that's kind of where I'm sensing this is going. So there could be some sort of really strong connection, really strong pull. Something that could, I'm not saying the devil card can also speak to addictions, but with what's around it, you could be really trying to overcome something. This week you're trying to have the power within yourself, or you are having the power within yourself to overcome something, and you're not letting your emotions keep pulling you back in. But what's interesting is this is what you want. So it's as if, like, in the back of your mind, if it is addiction related, I mean, it doesn't have to be drugs, sex, and alcohol. It could be something as simple as I can't stop drinking 5 cups of coffee a day, or I keep buying Twizzlers. You know, it could be something, addiction like that. So it's as if you are starting to have the power to overcome that, and you're wanting it. You're wanting it, but you're trying to not let your emotions overpower you. Okay, where this focus is taking you is the Two of Swords. So there's a decision. There's always a decision. If this is some sort of weird addiction-related reading, Capricorns, even if it's addiction to a person, you're really winning and taking charge and not succumbing to those emotions and those kind of cunning, mystical pulls that we have towards our addictions. And so you always have a choice. You always have a choice. And this is getting clearer and clearer, because the advice card is the Ace of Wands reversed, and this speaks to passion, all sorts of passion when it's upright. This can be sex, love, or just passionate about ourselves, passionate about our hobbies, passionate about something we're doing in our life. So we're letting our emotions and our passions drive us. But this is reversed. So you're really not letting any of this change what you're doing. You're putting your foot down. It's time to stop being controlled by my emotions. I have a choice. And if I really want to be the emperor, if I want to reach that highest level, I have to control my decisions and be controlled. I have to be a controlled being, self-management. So something additional to consider, and this is beautiful, is the World card, the 21st Major Arcana card. So you're coming to an end. You are empowering your way out of this. And it will be changing your life for the better. You will no longer be succumbing to your own inhibitions. I'm trying to think if I said that right, but you will no longer be controlled by something other than what you want to decide on doing. It will bring you to a whole other level. This level, this highest level you're trying to reach, you're going to get there. Okay, Capricorns. Leave your comments below. And I've been saying this for everybody because everyone's just had such vastly different readings this week. I mean, vast differences. So I'm just curious. Leave your comments below because I'm curious about what this means for you or how this applies to you. All right. Thank you so much, Capricorns.